and I am your host, Tejasvi Kannan. I will be your host this entire evening. Let's begin. American Air Filter, founded in 1921. American Air Filter is a name recognized globally for quality, expertise, and innovation in air filtration. It is headquartered in Louisville, Kentucky, USA, and has operation in 23 countries, 6 R&D centers, and has 260 sales offices worldwide. It is a Daikin Group company, which is diversified international manufacturing company and a global leader in air conditioning with a group annual revenue of $23 billion. By 2006, the company entered the Indian market by setting up its first manufacturing unit in Bengaluru, India. It is India's first and only filtration company to install an auto-scan test facilities to test HEPA and ULPA filters as per EN 1822 international standards. The unit also has a clean room of the iOS class. American Air Filter provides solutions ranging from IAQ, that's indoor air quality, to gas turbines protecting people, process, and equipment. American Air Filter is a company with an outstanding industry record and has provided clean air for more than 100 years now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome each one of you present here, all our delegates, a very, very warm welcome to you to the American Air Filter Pharma Fest 2022. Give me a round of applause, please, everybody. Come on. Vaccines, medicines have become a very important and powerful tool. Now more than ever in improving the health status of nation's population in the last 2 years. The increasing number of health issues are successfully managed today with more effective and reliable and medicines manufactured in clean room environments backed by powerful air filtration systems. Meeting the need for the rising demand of effective drugs has been challenging to the pharma sector. The research-based pharmaceutical industry plays a key role in improving public health through the medicines it develops. We are aware of the fact that the development of the drugs are a long and a very, very costly affair. And ensuring the smooth operation of manufacturing with the best in class air filtration solutions is a part of our mission. This and much more of which the American Air Filter panel will take us through some insights of the industry along with the best practices and recommendations. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's welcome on stage Mr. Shailesh Nigam, COO AAF EMEA, CIS, and SARC to welcome the gathering. Request you to kindly join us on stage, sir. Put your hands together and let's welcome him.
Namaskara, Vanakkam, and a very good evening to one and all. It's a pleasure for me to welcome you on behalf of AF India. It's a pleasure to have our legacy customers who have been supporting us, patronizing us for years, and all the new customers, each and every new customer who are with us today. Indoor air quality has been crucial to the processes, to the industries for years to ensure the quality of the product, the features of the product. Due to the pandemic of last 2 years, There has been a lot of awareness, not only in industries, but also in corporates, in institutions, even in the common public. People are quite aware about the indoor air quality. They talk of AQI, they talk of PM 2.5, they talk of PM 10, they know what is HEPA. So there is a lot of awareness which this pandemic has generated, and they understand what are the pollutants, what are the contaminants in indoor air spaces, what are the viruses, what are the bacteria. With the advent of COVID, when we started seeing, people are getting affected, and then indoor air quality is getting bad, and then it's spreading through air. If India sprang into action immediately, and then we came out with the solution within 2 months, and then we developed a solution which was able to contain the spread of COVID virus within enclosed space. My colleague Deepak would be sharing more details on that solution. So this solution got very popular, and still, it is being taken, accepted by many customers, and it saved a lot of people from the deadly virus, and now it is being accepted or adopted as, you know healthy or wellness air solution. Simultaneously, we ensured that our factories, our operations kept running during the lockdowns, during the restrictions, and we ensured that we keep supporting the pharma industry. The pharma industry, which was involved in the development of vaccines, it was producing the life saving drugs on large scales. So, right from our field sales team who was taking the requirement from the pharma industry, what is to be supplied, then our back end office team, SCM, production team working in various shifts, we made sure that we are walking shoulder to shoulder, fighting against this pandemic with pharma industry, and we contributed our bit to serve the nation along with the pharma industry, and we did our, you know, to the best of our capabilities. However, the pandemic situation has eased out. After second wave, we have not seen that severity, and so the behavior of the people, we have become relaxed, we have become casual again. The society at large has not taken the lesson. In fact, that was the time when we should have seen that severity, when each one of us lost our near dear ones, then we should have taken that lesson, because this was not only pandemic, it was the severity of the air quality which we saw. Today, whenever we, eat anything, say 3 times or 4 times in a day, we make sure that we are having a quality. We make sure that it is coming from some branded company. If we are eating outside or some right place, we make sure that packaging, the expiry date is not there. Everything we ensure. Only 3 to 4 times in a day we are eating. Drinking also, whenever we are thirsty, we are drinking water. But we are not drinking water from anywhere. We are just always taking a packaged water bottle, and we are ensuring that this is the branded one. Similarly, any drink, we make sure. But do we think the air which we are continuously inhaling 24/7, do we ever think that what quality of air we are breathing in? Over the years, the indoor air has become much more worse, much more contaminant than the outdoor air. We all know that there are sick building syndrome, which reduce our, workplace effectiveness, which makes us feel sick. But after the pandemic, we stopped thinking about that. Now, with this thought, I will leave the stage, because we are going to have very insightful discussion from our colleague Mr. Deepak, who would be discussing these solutions which AF can provide on the latest technology to provide not the filters but the health and wellness solutions which we can offer from AF. We have completed 100 years globally and 100 years of bringing clean air to life, and we are continuing with this pledge that we'll continue to support the society, continue to serve the society with our health and wellness solutions. Thank you very much. Once again, thanks for your presence. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And yes, like sir mentioned, we have Mr. Deepak Puranik, National Sales Head, India and Sri Lanka, and he's gonna talk to us and give us more insights of the pharmaceutical industry. Also, I believe we have a quick quiz. Have you all received a WhatsApp message? Well, please pay attention because if you take part in the quiz and if you win, if you have the right answer after Mr. Deepak's insights, well, you get a chance to walk away with a surprise gift. Over to you, sir.
Check, mic check. Thank you so much, Sarish, for that welcome speech. Thank you all for making it to our event today. I want to start with extending my gratitude to all of you. Thank you for your continued patronage. We thank you for the business that you've been extending to us. We value your business and we value your association. I'm going to talk on two things. One, about AAF, a kind of larger picture. And second, how can we add value to your business? How can we help you achieve your goals? How can we help you achieve your organization goals? So let's start with it. Can you check? Yeah, thank you. Extremely sorry for that interruption. So we are group company of Daikin. We represent air filtration division of Daikin. Under AF, we have other global brand, Flanders in US, Diner in Europe, that's a Swedish company, and we have Nippon Muki from Japan. So we started in 1921, and we've been adding value to all those organizations where clean air adds value to their vision, either to their health, either to their wellness, or to their process, or to the environment. We have 29 manufacturing setups globally, and we have 6 large R&D centers. The two of them, the major R&D centers, one is in Jeffersonville, Indiana. The other one we co-share with Daikin in Osaka, Japan. Let's talk about AF India. So we have 2 manufacturing facilities in India. One is in Bangalore, in Jigni industrial area. One we have in Greater Noida. Having said that, we are quite pervasive in India. Definitely in pharma belt, may it be Badi, Delhi, or in Hyderabad, or in Bangalore, or in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. So we have very strong presence. We have experts spread over across to give the solution when needed. To touch upon the factory capacity that we have, put together in Bangalore and Noida, in a year we can manufacture almost 1.5 million of units. So this signifies, rather this gives a message that we are ready for pharma revolution in India. Pharma is growing by almost 25% year on year, and that is what expected in next 5 years as well. So we need to be ready to cater to pharma requirement. And you see 1.5 million units per year is definitely going to supplement pharma efforts. And in coming years, you see this capacity is going to double as we are investing more in manufacturing setups. We celebrated our 100 years in year 2021, that was last year. So it's been an amazing journey that AF had, lot many ups and downs, but it's been growing all along. We mark our glorious 100 years in filtration in this industry, and we decided to extend our gratitude to the environment by planting trees across globe. And this journey of 100 years, we have captured in a nice video. The video captures the milestones and the major success that AF has been having in last 100 years. So let's go through this video. I'll play it for you.
Air is our life source, our vitality. It sustains the health and quality of life for all living things around us, especially indoors, where 90% of life happens. Air quality is crucial to productive life at home and work, with health and happiness. It's also where we encounter many harmful elements like bacteria, dust, and viruses. Indoor air can contain 5 times more pollutants than outdoor air. Indoor air quality is our foundational purpose. It's the hallmark of everything we do. A century ago, engineer-entrepreneur Bill Reed invented a new air filter, solving the industrial problem of factory dust settling on freshly painted cars. Mr. Reed's invention took hold and ushered in a new age of indoor air quality. The American Air Filter Company was born. For 100 years, we've worked to address the air quality challenges of our evolving society. Elevating quality of air standards in industrial age and World War II factories. Safeguarding science and scientists during the nuclear age. Preventing contamination of the lunar surface while landing on the moon. Establishing new benchmarks for hospital disease control. Enabling microchip and smartphone technology advancement. Today, the impactful work continues. Our employees take pride in knowing the results of their hard work and dedication will help advance the human condition.
We all take for granted our air will always be clean. Without the quality work that we do, you wouldn't have clean air.
I am proud of the work I do. We provide products to people to keep them safe.
Staying in business for 100 years is quite a plus because that's a short list. And to be on that list, I think everybody at AAF Flanders should be proud of.
Closely knit relationships with like-minded employees, customers, and suppliers truly fuels our innovation in emerging industries, critical need facilities, and high-purity environments. Most recently, we've risen to the crises of a global pandemic. Our solutions were instrumental in providing clean air for vaccine production facilities and in emergency field and naval hospitals. Through our Clean Air Research and Development Center, we meet these critical needs and pursue next-level technology for biological labs, advanced sensors, and other air filtration solutions. Our past, present, and future has been about one idea, one passion, anticipating and meeting the air quality challenges of our customers and providing innovative solutions for the betterment of humankind. That is our mission, bringing clean air to life.
Thank you. IQ's foundation of our purpose. We worked during Second World War. We supplied our customized solution to NASA, and our motto is to bring clean air to life. And these milestones, highlights, come with a lot of conviction that we have. The conviction that AF has been having for last 100 years, and the conviction that the current team of AF has in serving their customers. So let's talk about pharma, so which is a relevant topic today. We understand in pharma, you need to comply with FDA regulations. The kind of stringent air quality requirement the regulations demand, we understand. And we also understand if you don't comply with these regulations, what kind of business loss you go through. So that's why we decided to take our business very seriously and make sure that we don't allow you to lose your business while we supplement your business costs. While you put your efforts to comply with FDA regulations and all the other necessary compliance, we know that you go through many other challenges. We know that you have many other KRA to fulfill year on year, and few of them we have noted as challenges to be addressed. And I don't mind going through each one of them. The maintenance of ISO class cleanroom standard itself is a challenge. Takes a lot in terms of perseverance, takes a lot in terms of knowledge, takes a lot in terms of support from your partners. Compliance related to EN 1822 certificate. We know when our clients come back to us asking the compliance requires EN 1822 certificate, do you have the certificate? For quite a few years, we were telling no, but we realized it's time to invest into support our customers, and we invested in EN 1822 complied auto-scan testing unit. So we'll talk about it in detail a little while later. Avoidance of validation failure. We know the maintenance team go through when there is a validation requirement. They would be praying that there should not be a failure. And we know how much business loss you incur when there is a failure of validation. So we have a solution for that. Reduction in energy consumption. So this has been carry of many of the operational executives and CEOs to ensure the energy consumption is reduced year on year. Avoid damages during transit handling. How many times we don't get a complaint that filters were damaged during transit? Now you have shutdown available for a day, and next day you want to make it up and live, and you receive the damaged filters. What next? We have faced these challenges. So we decided there has to be a solution for it, and we'll talk about it. Reduce effect of prolonged exposure of aerosols, like fumigation agents and validation aerosols. This is a challenge which is not explicit yet, but it is important to know the prolonged exposure of aerosols make HEPA filters absorb the moisture and fail prematurely. So that is cost to the company. So there needs a solution for it, and there is a solution for it. Challenges in exhaust air filtration. There could be many unwanted gases that probably are produced during your manufacturing process, needs to be ventilated safely to the environment. And there is a solution with us. IAP for employees in office. Shailesh spoke about it, how critical it is. We are okay not to have submicron particulates in the medicine that we produce, but we inhale lakhs of them every day. So there has to be a solution around how do we keep our employees safe in their work environment, and there is a solution for it. Monitoring of indoor air quality in office. Now, something that you don't monitor, how do you know what's wrong? Up in the place where we are working and spending probably 9 to 10 hours a day, air quality is invisible. So there has to be solution to monitor indoor air quality, and AF has a solution for it. So rest of the presentation, it's all about how are we going to help you overcome these challenges while you design, while you engineer, while you maintain, and while you manage indoor air quality. So when we talk about air quality, everything starts with supply air. So how are we going to help you achieve and meet the standards and achieve the clean air? And when we talk about standards for clean room, we talk about these standards. And we know how critical it is to maintain these standards in few of your specified area. It could be a function where powder is being manufactured, or injectables area, or corridors, or R&D area, many places. So the cycle of supply air starts with AHU. So it's so very important to critically look at the kind of filters that you use in AHUs. For very reason, when you are going to filter the air and take out all submicron particles, you need to have HEPA for sure. But there has to be a protection, rather effective protection given to HEPA, because HEPA needs to function the way it needs to be. So that makes it very important the kind of pre-filters and fine filters you choose. So when we talk about pre-filters and fine filters, we talk with standards. In market, people in India typically, they use ASHRAE 52.2 as a standard, EN 779 as a standard, and also ISO 16890 as standard. So people, in Bangalore, if there are 10 consultants, probably 4 of them would be talking about ASHRAE, rest of them talking about EN 779, and then few of them could be talking ISO 16890. We at AFP understand this challenge, and that's where, to help ourselves and to help our clients, we derived this correlation between all 3 standards. Correlation between ASHRAE, EN and ISO. Just to pick an example, MERV 8 is equivalent to G4 and equivalent to 90% ISO coarse filter. MERV 13 is equivalent to F7 in EN 779 and equivalent to PM 2.5 65% efficiency filter. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is that you have challenge in selecting filter. Let us know, we can definitely help. And selection of pre and fine filters largely depend on the kind of the outdoor environment your plant is exposed to. We are experts. Let us know when we have to intervene in your requirements and can definitely help you design the right solution. So to help this cause, we have various range of filters starting from G1 to U7, the entire standard MERV classification. So in pre-filter, these are the filters that are largely used in AHUs from MERV 7 to MERV 13. So we have pleated box filters. From MERV 8 to MERV 15, we have bag filters. So having spoken about pre-filters and fine filters, this is a very important awareness that we want to bring into industry. Largely, pre-filters are washed and used, reused